Hello, I'm going to explain the weirdness that happens in Deep Sea Fandango, because everyone has something slightly unique going on. So I want to address all of the weird stuff that happens. So first of all, for like violins and violas, it's not weird, but you have to do it a lot. You have a lot of spiccato. Okay, if you don't remember how to do spiccato, I made another video explaining how to do that and reviewing and everything, but you have it a lot. Okay, so you want to make sure that you feel comfortable with it. Now, I believe everybody has notes that look like that, where you have a note and then you have 3 dashes above it or through the stem or whatever, depending on what kind of note it is. Okay, if you don't recall, that is tremolo. Okay, tremolo is when you move your bow as fast as your little bow can move, and you don't have to count the rhythm of your bow. You have to count the value of the note that you have to do it for. So, like what I just showed you was a whole note. So you would do tremolo for 4 beats. If you had it for a half note, you would do tremolo for 2 beats. If it was a quarter note, it would be 1 beat, and so on. Okay, so when you do tremolo, depending on your volume, will determine kind of where you're going to be in the bow. If you're going to be quiet, then being closer to the tip is going to be more appropriate. If you need to be louder, then you're going to be a little bit more in the middle. Okay, doing tremolo at the frog kind of it's crunchy. It's not very good. So you'll probably really never do tremolo at the frog unless that's kind of the effect that you want. But most of the time that will not. So most of the time when tremolo is existing, you're going to be loud, or you have a forte piano. So forte piano, remember, you're going to be loud at first and then suddenly soft. So boom, it's kind of like an accent. Okay, so going. Okay, that's what's happening a lot in the violin, viola, tremolo stuff. Okay, the other thing that's kind of unique in here is you see a gliss, okay, in a straight line. Okay, so a gliss in our instance is a siren. So what we do is our warm-ups. However, when you actually have to do this in a piece of music, generally there is a destination. Like you have a certain note to go to. So, like in the cello part, there's no measured numbers everywhere. So let's see, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 is the first time that cello has had it. So they have to go from a G to D and then back to an A. So if you would normally change strings, you can't do that. Okay, you never do that. It's weird. So you have to do it all in one string. So you go from open G. Okay, so you have to time it. So you have 2 beats to get up and 2 beats to get back. And I change bows on the half notes because there's not technically a slur there. So go. Okay, and then 2 measures later, it's another gliss going like G, D, G, D, but it's and you want to try to get there. Honestly, I'm not 100% accurate, but I'm close. As long as you're getting close, you're not just flying up. That's the really important part. And you'd practice it and get it to be amazing. And I'll demonstrate that on some of the other instruments too. When you have tremolo, you need to make sure your bow hand is very relaxed. Okay? And you're not using a lot of your arm. Okay? I'm not going. That's not going to be good. Okay? Okay, so you want to try and keep it as relaxed as possible. Let me get the viola part in front of me here. So this happens, like if you look at 19 in the viola part. Yeah. And so it's a lot. You got a lot of stuff going on. So it goes up to an F. So you'll go up and you'll just change. So you're not going to completely end up sliding back all the way from the F to the lower F. Okay. You'll kind of go back to basically the B flat and just kind of hop over. Okay, and that's acceptable. Okay, it's the same idea for violins as well. The bass part is it's basically identical, to the cello part. So it's going to be the same situation. So that is basically the weird stuff that happens. We would spend class time working on this, but you know, can't do that. So that's the deal. Okay, so you get tremolo kind of thrown in every once in a while. The middle section starting at 35, it's a little bit slower, and it features the upper strings. The beginning and the end feature cello bass. So we get kind of this darker, that's the deep C part, and then we get the happy little fishes at 35, and then we get like Jaws again with the sharks and stuff at the end. Okay, so if you watch this and you still don't understand something, feel free to, contact me and I'll go over it some more. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Good luck.